everybody. I'm just crossed into Virginia, heading down to Damascus. The group ride that I got planned is tomorrow. So I'm heading down to ride the Creeper Trail. As some of you probably know, the Creeper Trail from White Top to Damascus is currently closed due to hurricane damage, and I'm going to be riding the Creeper Trail from Abington to Damascus, hopefully with a bunch of other people. I don't know who's actually going to show up. And while I'm down here, I'm going to be checking out some other stuff that's in the area. Other reasons to come down to Damascus. Apparently, the world's shortest tunnel is in the Damascus area. It's actually in Tennessee, but Damascus is right on the border. It's just a few miles out of town, I believe. I'm going to check that out. Today is Saturday. I am making a pit stop at the Mendota Trail. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and someone will correct me. The Mendota Trail is, I think the east end of the Mendota Trail is less than 20 miles away from the west side of the Creeper Trail. And I realized, had I realized that, I might have planned just to bike them from one to the other, but I didn't. So I'm going to bike that today. It's about 12 miles long. Usually when I do these trips, I kind of put all the trails in separate videos, and I'll probably do that as well. I was thinking that I would try to do a video of the actual trip itself of the weekend. I don't know if anybody wants to see this. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I'm already blabbing over 3 minutes. So I guess if you're interested, keep watching. Like and subscribe, follow along. It's adventure time! Huh. Check this out. I made a pit stop in Duffield, Virginia. So I saw this caboose. So that's a pretty nice caboose. And they got this train station. Other train stuff, I don't know. Apparently the depot was used in the coal miner's daughter. Bunch of signs. Railway Express Agency. I gotta say, for just being on the side of the road, it's a pretty nice depot. So I saw this first. Made me a Yui. Check it out. Station, 1 mile. Currently sprinkling. We're supposed to stop around 10. Oh, some old bicycles. I got some old Schwinn's, at least one, and I'm going to try to restore, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really pressed for time today, trying to let the weather play itself out. So, had plenty of time to stop. Duffield, Virginia. Train station, train depot. And a pretty nice caboose. On we go. I am about 10 miles from Bristol, which is the west side of the Mendota Trail in Hiltons, Virginia. And they've got another train station, another depot. The old depot, Hiltons, Virginia, right off 58. Pretty decent shape. Looks like the rain is just about cleared up. I might have this backwards. I believe the Mendota Trail goes west from Bristol to Mendota in the east. But you climb west to east. I like going, if I'm going to do an out and back, like a rail trail, and there's an incline, I want to do the incline first. So I'm going to be climbing the incline on the way out. It's like 12 miles, and then 12 miles back. Probably can't see it much, so it's all covered up. But there is a passenger car here. It's in rough shape. I don't know what year it's from. It don't look terribly old. I don't know. Maybe they're going to bring the trail through here. I passed this up and turned around and came back. And when I passed it up, you could see where the railroad was at. So they could bring the trail on in this direction. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I'm just discovering this driving by. If you're familiar with the Mendota Trail, or I don't know, Hiltons, Virginia, I don't know, comment, let me know. This is a really pretty area. Not a bad little drive. Well, I am in Mendota. I made it to the trailhead. It was raining when I got here. Pretty decent. Not hard, but a heavy sprinkle. So I goofed off a little bit. There's a little diner here called the Hodgepodge. I had me some cookies. The diner. The weather's looking decent now. There's blue sky moving this direction. I think the rain is probably over. There's a foot race going on. There's hardly a place to park, so I'm not sure how busy the trail is today. We'll find out. I'll probably have a separate video of the trail and then just a little bit of video of the trail on, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm trying something new. Follow along. How y'all doing? They all knew I was coming. They was waiting on me. Famous! That is it for the Mendota Trail. I got a little muddy. I sprayed off over at the Hodgepodge, the little diner here at the trailhead. They've got a hose outside, and I got myself a good spray off. I even had permission. So stop and get yourself some cookies if you're at the Mendota Trailhead. Adventure continues. We're gonna go look for the shortest tunnel in the world. Follow along. On my way towards Damascus now. This route is pretty gorgeous. We're off to see the shortest tunnel in the world. It is 4:06. I got Tom. The Mendota Trail's pretty nice. The section, let's see, Mendota is mile 12 and a half, and I think it's like mile 8 I think to 12 and a half. No, mile 6. I don't know, 8, either mile 6 or mile 8. you start following this little creek down the mountain, and there's tons of little waterfalls on it. It's really pretty. I got some, but I couldn't video all of it. You can spend all day doing it. People on the creeper trail. Rolling into Damascus. Tongue twister. Someone hiking the AT. If you're not aware, the AT runs through Damascus as well. There's like a half a dozen different various trails that run through here. And that's why it's known as Town U.S.A. Looks like we got some people in town. There's some bikes parked at the brewery. Oh, I missed my turn. I hear sightseeing. Here it is. Backbone Rock, or it's not, yeah, Backbone Rock. The shortest tunnel in the world. That's just how quick you get through it. You blink and you miss it. Let's go do some more eyeballing of this dang rock. Let's check out Backbone Rock. I don't know, this is apparently a popular spot. A lot of people here. Why wouldn't it be a popular spot? It's the smallest tunnel in the world. There's a trail here that loops back to Damascus, and you can make a loop with it and the Appalachian Trail. The smallest tunnel in the world. Just another reason to visit Damascus. Let's check out the sign. I want to put the drone up in the air. Beaver Dam Creek, Backbone Rock. Mistakes have been made. So I'm at Backbone Rock and I'm going to see Backbone Falls, and I assumed they'd been down there in the creek. And I came on out in my sandals instead of putting on my shoes. And the trail went immediately up the hill. It is not down by the creek. This must be it. That's it. Can't see much from this angle. Well, let's make our way down. Well, what's that over there? Let's make our way back down in these sandals and see the view from the bottom. I don't even know if you can. And I don't know. I think this is a loop, but I don't really know. If it's not a loop, I'm in trouble. This angle is a lot nicer. Well, that's probably about it for adventuring today. Probably find me a cheeseburger. I saw a sweet shop in Damascus, and I don't know if they're open today or this time of day. I would think they are. I don't know. A cheeseburger and some ice cream probably do all right. I didn't check the hours. I'm going to see if the bike shop's open. And if they are, I'm going to get me a bottle cage and a bottle. I want to support the local bike shop. They've been open since 1998. The only full-service bike shop in Damascus. That's Adventure Damascus. What looks like other bike shops, but they're not bike shops. They're shuttle services, and they're seasonal. And Adventure Damascus is a full-service bike shop that's open all year long. And I ain't being sponsored either. Alright, on we go. I made it to the bike shop in time to get me a bike bottle cage, a bottle cage, and a bottle. And now I'm in Damascus looking for a cheeseburger, and I think I'll find it at the Damascus Diner. Now, the diner has been around a while. The last time I was here, they was closed due to flood damage from Hurricane Helene, and they are opened up. We'll see if they got a cheeseburger. They might even have some tots. I know they got fries. You know, the thing about the tots is that if everybody had tots, I probably wouldn't even want them. cheeseburger and tots. Good burger and tots. Man, there's some thru hikers up here. They was just standing here, but then they took off. I ain't chasing them, and I don't want to yell for them. I'm not good at interviews. It's about 7 o'clock. I think it's a pretty good time for sunlight. I'm gonna toss this drone up in the air. So that is the Creeper Trail. That's Laurel Creek, right? Laurel Creek. And this is where I'm sleeping. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. Got about 2 hours. Nope, an hour and a half before this group ride is supposed to meet up at Adventure Damascus. Anybody that watches my stuff regularly knows I'm pretty cheap. And I don't generally stay at hotels. Everybody asks how I afford to go on trips and do all the biking, and it's mainly because I don't spend money normally. I camp and I sleep in my car. I eat peanut butter sandwiches. The last time I was in town, I stayed in the hotel in Damascus Inn, the old mill inn. But I'm in town. I'm spending money on lunch and dinner. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt.
I ride on the road. I went one. Really?
Yep.
I ride on the road. That's why I bought an expensive one.
This is Roy and Mrs. Roy.
Carolyn.
Mrs. Roy is Carolyn. How far did you guys drive?
5 hours.
5 hours. How many miles?
5 hours.
5 hours. Good enough. And Jason, you said you did
about 400 miles. Took me about 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. Just north of Cincinnati.
It's crazy.
You did too.
It was only 200 miles for me in 4 hours.
Okay.
All right, we're about loaded up and ready to go here on our maybe first annual group ride. I don't know. Looks like a decent group of people out today.
Yeah, I've got 2 more.
I don't know. I don't know why I feel awkward.
The day after the flood, later that day, the water had dropped a little bit, but everything in the downtown section, which is between bridge to bridge, was underwater. Well, water was covering the ground, let's say that.
These guys are all waiting for us to get started. I don't know how many people that is. We had 3 people riding with us from Damascus, and everybody was here waiting for us, which is pretty cool. I don't know, there's at least a dozen of us. Yeah, I'll meet you guys on the other side.
We're on an adventure.
When I saw it online, it looked like a lake. But when I biked across this in December, it was almost empty. We go through a gate up here, which is pretty cool. We are at the famous Yeti Pepsi machine. I don't know anything about it, but you can find it on the Google Maps.
Adventure Time with Bane would have been a good sticker on there.
You know how upset I am that I didn't bring my stickers? It's horrible.
Some rare stickers he's got. Nobody's ever seen them.
That's right.
You always forget to bring them with you.
All right, say hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hi, everybody. You're missing a good time.
If you want our autograph, see Bane.
Yeah.
I'm Patrick. I came up from Sylvan, North Carolina.
How long of a drive was it? How many miles?
That was a 2.5 hour drive.
2.5 hours.
Hey, my name's Doug. I'm from Stewart's Draft, Virginia. That's about a 3 hours and 15-minute drive.
That's pretty awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all showing up. We had 14 people show up for the ride, including myself. And everybody made it to Damascus. We was going to hit the Damascus Diner, but they closed before we got there. So we went to Wilson's. I think it's Wilson's. If not, I correct it. I don't know. We went and had dinner. Pretty good burger, to be honest. It seemed like it was a better burger than the last time I had a burger there in December. Everybody was pretty cool. I appreciate everybody showing up. Everybody tell your friends to go to Damascus. Oh yeah, this video is brought to you in part by Roy. Inside joke. I am headed back towards Ohio currently. Probably going to make a pit stop in Kentucky. I want to check out a trail that I'm not sure if it's a bike trail or not. So kind of scouting that out. And then, yeah, and back home, I guess. It's time to do the going home thing, I suppose. So, if you're into any outdoor stuff, Damascus is a pretty cool spot. I don't know everything, but you can hike there, you can bike there. You can kayak the Laurel Creek Trail. That looked like it would be a blast. fishing is really big. Apparently, there's a lot of Indian history there. Native American history. I don't know, call it what you will. And like looking for Indian artifacts and like rocks and stuff in the creek is a big deal. You could do that. I don't know. There's other stuff to do. Research it. Go check it out. Alright, I'm going to get off here and drive. Anybody who's been watching, I really appreciate it. Again, a huge shout out to everybody that showed up. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Stick around. We're going to hit the OTET. What is it? Memorial Day in May. We're going to hit the OTET in May. That's my next big thing. I'll be back down to Damascus sometime this year. There's some stuff I want to do that I ain't talking about yet. And yeah, the OTET, Ragbry's coming up in July. Probably going to hit the Cranberry Wilderness again. Maybe the snow's gone now and I can finish the loop that I've been trying to do. I don't know. Like and subscribe, follow along, comment. On we go. Alright, a little shout out to Bryan with Ride Along Adventures. The lighting is all wrong since the sun's behind this guy. But it's an original Muffler Man ready to fish. I am on my way home and I stopped to scout out the Pond Mountain Trail. I believe it's foot traffic. It's a hiking trail. It says no motorized vehicles. It doesn't say anything about bicycles. I'm at the Pine Gap Trailhead, which is off of 23. It's right on the border of Kentucky and Virginia. Coincidentally, it's literally on my route home. I've been eyeballing this trail and trying to figure out, it looks like part of it, which is across the road on the other side, might be a Forest Service road. It might be bikeable. So I'm kind of scouting that out, looking for other options, or yeah, looking for options. It's a couple hours from my house, and I just haven't been down to check it out yet, and I just discovered that I'm driving past it now multiple times, and figured I'd check it out. And this is why I bought this Subaru, because sometimes I just see a spot on the map and I just go check it out. I'd been saving up money to actually get this car, and I wasn't really in a hurry. And then I was at the New River Gorge. Oh man, that's rough. I was at the New River Gorge, and I was going from Sandstone Falls, I think it's called, to another location, and I'm literally just using Google Maps, and it sent me down a road very similar to this and a Chrysler 300, and it was single lane, and I had gone so far I really couldn't turn around. I just had to keep going. I don't know what this is, but it didn't say anything about private drive, and there was signs saying cameras in use. And I'll be honest, I ain't into four-wheel driving, and if it gets any worse than this, I'm turning around. Oh, I shouldn't be on this. I can't believe I made it through that. That was stupid. It looks like on the map that the road itself ends and it turns into a bike path, maybe. I don't know. But there's a church at the bottom of this, and it's paved up until you get to the church. And I'll be honest, I don't know what the grade is, but it's probably the steepest hill that I've driven on, at least in a while, off the top of my head. I certainly wouldn't want to bike up it. I'm not sure I could. So I don't know. Scouting out adventures. I'm gonna have to find me a spot to turn around, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we got quite the view up here. I'll stop somewhere, I guess, probably in video. I'm on the ridge of a mountain, and it's a drop off on both sides. Oh, that was a tree. Crazy. It's gonna probably be scary riding back down off of this dang hill. Alright then. On we go. Well, I think Google Maps might have got this one wrong. The gravel road comes up to the top here where there's several cell phone towers. And on Google Maps, it shows it like a Forest Service road from here on out, but it is not a Forest Service road. It's listed as a bike route, again, on Google Maps, but I don't know that I'd want to bike this. Trail construction on some sections is incomplete and will be more difficult to traverse and wayfind than the rest of the trail. More time and effort will be required on these sections. Well, this video is probably getting to be real long. I don't know, might be worth backpacking it. There's probably some pretty killer views up here. Right now, there's some tree coverage in this spot, so I can't see. The video is not going to show up here, but it's pretty awesome. I'm going to try to see if I can't get some of the views going back down. If you guys are still hanging out watching this, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Hiking on the, yeah, this is still part of the Pine Mountain Trail, but for some reason it's showing like a bike path. Anyways, on we go. By the way, I was talking to some of the people that showed up at the group ride, and a fella mentioned that he forgets to hit the like button most of the time. I'll be honest, if you're watching on your TV, it's difficult to hit the like button. So I've caught myself watching some stuff on TV myself and then going back on my phone to like videos later. So like these dang videos. YouTube needs the info. I don't know if this really shows up well. The power lines are certainly in the way. That is a crazy view. You know, one thing is good is I didn't drag the bottom of the car. I mean, that's like duh, but that's how bad this road is that I was worried about it. If it wasn't so steep up here, I think I would stop and throw the camera out and record going through it, just like I do on the bicycle. But I don't know that I want to stop and go back and forth videoing on this dang hill. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't, so you guys will just have to take my word for how rough it is. Alright. I don't know if you can see this or not. Look at that view, people. Pine Mountain, Pound Gap. I drug on this dang tree branch here going up the hill. Not sure if it scratched the paint or not. It certainly rubbed the dirt on it and it looks like a scratch. Alright, so there's that direction. And that direction. I guess to be fair, this would have been an alright spot to stop. This spot's not steep. Now, I wonder how the utility trucks that work on these dang lines up here get up here. Or maybe this isn't really that big a deal. Or not as big a deal as I think it is. This is rough. The incline is so steep. That stuff is rolling off of my seat over here. I think that might have been the worst part. So my intention is to try to throw a big video together of my entire weekend trip. So if you're seeing this, that's probably what you're seeing, and I probably did it. So if you watch this, let me know what you think. If you're interested in this sort of stuff, or you just prefer, just a video of the bike trail itself, or whatever biking I'm doing. Almost back down to the asphalt. I've heard Pine Mountain Trail is a rough hike, but it's been a while since I looked into it. All right. Look at that. On the border of Virginia and Kentucky. On we go. Well, that's pretty much the end of this trip. I'm about an hour from home or so. Let's see. Big shout out to everybody that showed up for the ride. Thanks to everybody that messaged me about trails to ride and recommended the Mendota Trail. The fella I stayed with while I was in Damascus isn't a big fan of shout outs. So, if you see this, thanks for letting me crash and hanging out. One very cool dude. Damascus is a cool little place. Lots of stuff to do. There's lots of hiking opportunities around. I don't know. I'm blabbing. This is probably a big, long video of blabbing. So if you're still watching, let me know that you watched this entire dang video by commenting and letting me know. If you like this, cool, let me know. I don't know. We'll try to put this together as a big long trip video with separate bike videos posted as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm still in shock and awe that anybody cares and watches. But everybody I watch ends up saying the same thing, so I get it. It's just part of being a YouTube dude. Until next time, follow along. Quality content. Like and subscribe.